Hello to all the learners out there. In our last topics, we have already covered programming language and analogy between human language and computer programming language. Now we are going to study programming paradigms. But the first question that comes to our mind is, what is a paradigm? Basically, paradigm means looking something in a specific way. Everyone have to do some sort of work in a specific area to fulfill their basic needs. Like teacher teaches the students, engineer develop buildings, and doctor procure the patients. So everyone is working with different paradigm. But the purpose is to earn for their basic needs. Similarly, programming languages follow some specific domain, or we can say different programming languages have a different way of programming. For example, some of the programs are executed in a sequential fashion and only focus on variables. Here, the term sequential means one after another. Again, I used another term that is variable. Basically, variable is used to store some data or value that can be varied. Like x is a variable that have value 2 at some point of time, and again it can have value 4 at some another point of time. So value can be varied from one point of time to another. So if we want to find the paradigm of these types of programming languages, then we can say that programming languages that write sequential program and focus on variables have procedural or imperative paradigm. Coming towards the next paradigm, as we know that some programs only focus on values and expressions, in contrast to programs focusing on variables as in imperative languages. So, these programs are seen as a function that is working on some parameter, that is values, but not the variables. Here, I am using the term function again and again. Basically, a function is a set of statements that are put together to perform some specific task. There may be more than one function existing in one program. So, what is the paradigm of these types of programs? These types of programs have applicative or functional paradigm. So we can say that the programs that focuses on values and expressions using functions are called applicative or functional paradigm. Next is rule-based programming, or the other name is logic or declarative programming. In this language, program is seen as set of facts and predicate rules to achieve the required goals. This programming language is focused on describing what is required from the program without specifying how to solve it, in contrast to the previously discussed programming language that was imperative programming language. For example, if we want to make a tea, we will only describe here that water, sugar, tea leaves and milk are required. But we will not explain how can we make a tea. This language is specifically used in artificial intelligence like in robotics and expert systems like Mycin. Example of this type of programming language is Prolog. Next is object-oriented programming paradigm. In this, a program is constructed using a set of objects that interact with each other through message passing mechanism that is used to transform an object state. It focuses on data and functions and wraps them together into a single unit, thereby providing us with data security. It supports encapsulation, inheritance, abstraction, and extensibility features. Examples of this type of programming languages are C++, Java, Smalltalk, or Python. Yes, we will study all these terms in the upcoming video lectures. So, we can conclude that programming languages are categorized into four paradigms, that is, imperative or procedural paradigms, applicative or functional paradigm, rule based or logic paradigm, and the last one is object oriented programming paradigm. We have studied all these categories in detail. Hope so. You understand the basic concepts of these paradigms. Thank you.